Thanks, Sam. News updates throughout the evening.
Next, Perth fire attack victim Dana Voolan is reunited with the heroic neighbour who saved her life. That's on Today Tonight with Monica.
Thanks to you both. Hello again. Welcome back after the weekend. We begin tonight with Perth's storm soldiers. Our exclusive pictures as brave workers venture out into wild weather to restore electricity to your home. After battling the September storms, now they're gearing up for what could be a shocking bushfire season, upgrading Perth's ageing power network. Mark Gibson has the story.
Guys work in amazing conditions.
Life-threatening emergencies, wires down, traffic accidents, house fires, bushfires.
Yeah, we think he's a hero.
Rain, hail or shine, they're the high-wire, high-voltage heroes at the mercy of Mother Nature.
We're the initial response to power outages or emergency situations.
Glenn Dillon Smith is a Western Power faultman. When storms strike, it's Glenn's job to saddle up, scale 12-metre poles and restore power to homes all over the state.
Working with live electricity can be dangerous, but we're all well trained and safety's first thing on your mind.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty dangerous job and I sit at home worrying about him.
Today, Glenn's wife, Laurie, and children, Hayley and Braden, spend a day in his office.
Most people take it for granted, just turning a switch and the power comes on, but the reality is it's my husband out there working in the weather and getting it back on.
What's it like today, seeing what Dad does?
It's pretty exciting and very interesting.
Christmas, missing the kids open their presents on Christmas morning is always tough.
We've just had our wettest September in 40 years. Not surprising then, it was Western Power's busiest month this year.
We have crews on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year round.
Western Power CEO Paul Italiano.
These crews respond during storms very rapidly to restore power as quickly as they possibly can.
Today Tonight was on board as emergency teams were sent out in the September storms. Around Bridgetown and Manjimup, they weren't just battered by one storm, but 3 more cold fronts in the following days.
Pouring with rain and, yeah, out in the cold, in the hail. We're out there working, making sure everything's safe.
Electricity successfully restored to thousands of families. Now the focus shifts from winter and spring storms to summer bushfires.
We're spending about $100 million a year preparing for the bushfire season, upgrading poles and wires and feeders, particularly in the high fire risk zones like Roleystone.
Roleystone and Kelmscott residents know what bushfires can do. 2 years ago, 72 homes were flattened as flames raced through the Perth Hills.
We have 40 guys working in 6 or 7 crews, blitzing a line here in Roleystone.
Today, the power's been switched off on Holden Road as dozens of people work among the treetops, replacing the poles and overhead cables. These days, the poles are treated pine. It's all about fire resistance.
The base of the poles have been painted with fire-retardant paint. Some of the crossarms that we're using are steel rather than timber. The insulators are designed specifically to reduce the risk of arcing, particularly resulting in pole-top fires.
The Western Power network extends from Kalbarri in the north to Kalgoorlie in the east and Ravensthorpe in the south. There are more than 800,000 power poles and 97,000 kilometres of power lines, enough to wrap around planet Earth twice.
The house on fire at 11 o'clock.
A searing inferno at 2J.
Almost 4 years ago, when a fallen power pole sparked the 2J bushfires, Western Power denied it was to blame, but paid compensation to the victims. CEO Paul Italiano admits the network has been neglected.
There has been a period of underinvestment in the network. Right now, we're making the investment in upgrading aged assets to improve the performance, particularly in high fire risk areas like this one.
In Roleystone alone, they're halfway through replacing 600 poles and 8 kilometres of cable. Similar upgrades are happening in Chittering, Kalamunda and other hill suburbs.
New poles, new wires means a much safer network.
Despite WA's extreme weather, residents have the power on more than 99% of the time, something these workers are pretty proud of.
I enjoy helping people. It's not always easy, but you work in the wet and the cold, but it's a good feeling being able to get everyone's lights back on.
Are you proud of what he does?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, very proud of him.
As we head towards summer, Western Power says you should clear debris from around your home and keep trees away from power lines. Now to stunning new evidence that could solve one of Australia's greatest missing persons mystery. Two brothers have revealed exclusively to Today Tonight they may have unintentionally dug the graves where the three Beaumont children are buried. Frank Pangello